All right. Welcome back everyone. Kasama po natin ang pinaka-paboritong, pinaka-Tiffany Walled Congressman ng bayan ay talagang laking ribbon, peach ribbon. Kasama po natin si Congressman Percy Sendanya. Salamat ka Percy for joining us. Exciting times, interesting
Yes,
times.
exciting times. Yesterday was a great day for Philippine democracy. At dahil great day for Philippine democracy, hindi ko to bahay, hindi ko to office. At dahil paborito mo ang wall, dumayo talaga ako dito. For you, Richard.
Parang ay sana nag-matchy ako. May mga Tiffany ako din. Next time mag-matchy tayo pagdating ko doon, mag-in person tayo. So, okay. Let's lay this out. Bago natin pag-usapan yung retouch ng eyebrows ni Jesus Cordero dahil mukhang excited sila mag-break until see you June. Parang, bago natin pag-usapan ng Senate. Let's talk about some running theories about this kasi one version is, well, let's just say the self-serving version na hindi gumana yung peace rally, pero gumana yung rally nyo, basically. Right? Na medyo baka naman napaya ng konti yung ibang kaibigan natin. There's another theory that behind the scenes, there was enough negotiations to make sure, of course, you don't have to confirm nor deny. Now, if it goes up to the Senate, there's not gonna be termination or mumbo jumbo or any way to kill it. Kasi di ba pag namatay yan, 1 year na naman yan. And then there's another version that says, which is kind of Chis Oscatero's version. It's like, weh, papadala mo lang sa amin kasi alam mo, papasara na yung shop namin eh. Tapos So essentially, passing the buck ba ang nangyari dito? Kasi hindi lang 11th hour and 59th minute and 59 second. So yun yung isa. Or, baka Senate is just making, hanash lang ng Senate yan kasi ay nilang patulan yan. Is there a way, first of all, what is your reading hypothesis of this? Of course, you have insider information, but to the degree that you can share, what a hypothesis is closer to reality here on this point?
Well, yung sa usapin ng 11th hour, tama din naman, no? So it was transmitted on the last day of session. Pero, medyo maaga nung na-transmit, nakarating sa kanila before 6 p.m. So ano ba naman yung pinasok sa order of business at nag-acknowledge lang ng receipt? Kasi sa order of business sa House at sa Senate, may part doon kung saan ina-acknowledge natin yung receipt ng communication from either the Senate or yung galing naman sa House. Ano ba naman yung tinanggap formally noong plenary, yung ating impeachment article. So yun yung una. Tapos pangalawa, parang may nakikita ko na sabi ni Cheese, hindi siya pwede mag-special session. Tapos sinasabi naman ni BBM, parang kung magre-request si Cheese ng special session, magbibigay siya ng order for a special session. So, ano ba talaga kuya? Para siyang chicken and egg. Sa dulo, ang nasabi sa ating rules, yung presidente ang pwede magtawag ng special session. Pero sinasabi ng presidente, gagawin niya yon kapag nag-request ang Senado at sinabi nila na kailangan nila ng special session. So medyo nako-confuse ang lola mo.
Actually, kaya ito nakatulog kanina umaga nung pinapakinggan yung press conference. Is it like really that complicated or is cheese just being malasadong cheese? Like yung cheese na pwede maging Danish cheese, pwede maging melty cheese, Kraft cheese. Like yun nga eh. I think he also made it clear and he admitted that iba naman yung session na normal dun sa trial na pwedeng isasagawa ng Senado. So, logistically speaking, I don't know what is he trying to say or was he implying na hindi ko mag-corral etong mga pasaway or mga pro-Duterte na senador and I don't want to risk it and I want to stay alive until June at least. Until Tito Soto or someone else replaces me. Kasi parang may mga double speak na nangyari dyan na I was trying to figure it out eh.
Sige, sabihin ko muna, Richard, kung saan ako nanggagaling. Nanggagaling ako sa this is long overdue. Ang tagal na nating hinihintay nito. Final natin ng December, nakaraan ng Pasko, bagong taon, Chinese New Year. Ayan, halos abutin na tayo ng Valentine's Day. Tapos, eto, delay na naman daw to June. Yung sinasabi nila na hindi pwede agad mag-trial, hindi naman sinasabi mag-trial na kayo agad. Ang sinasabi natin, tanggapin nyo yung complaint, mag-adapt na kayo ng rules, ilay nyo na yung schedule. That you can do or that they can do. So, yun yung mga administrative functions na pwede na nilang gawin. ngayon to facilitate eventually yung pagkakaroon ng trial. Kasi kung sisimulan pa nila yung mga admin requirements na yun, pag resume ng June, abay mauubos talaga ang oras.
So what you're saying is that no one is under the illusion that we may be able to get a final judgment from senator judges, let's say before elections or through the election period. But at the very least, at least, dapat i-lay down nila yung procedural foundation for the eventual trial. Kasi kung ganun, parang start from zero ka pa lang ng June, then ang dami ng time ng mga Duterte na naman mag-distract and create other diversions.
At saka para din sa bayan yung demand ng taong bayan. Kasi it does not sit well with the public na parang inuupuan yung impeachment articles. Kasi, di ba, eto na yan, nagsalita na ang taong bayan, grabe na yung pagkilos, yun din ang sinasabi ng survey, and then biglang, wala, hindi naman pwedeng ganun. This has to have its logical conclusion the soonest time possible. Kasi it's best for the country kung mabilis matatapos itong impeachment. Makaka-focus yung mga tao sa mga trabaho nila kung nasa amang branch nila ng government at mababawasan na natin yung mga skirmishes. No? So, the sooner na matapos yung impeachment, the process, the better for the nation.
But
So,
is that
disservice talaga yung delay.
But is that the case? Kasi knowing the Dutertes, it's not like they're gonna go gently into the night, right? I mean, they're gonna burn down the whole house, I mean, or try to. So, kaya nga yung iba, yung excuse ng ibang senador is that medyo magulo tong usap na to. Like, we just have to accept it's not just gonna be any ordinary kind. Because iba yung kay Corona. Corona was a magistrate. I mean, all due respect to the Chief Justice, but, he didn't have that kind of millions of people fanatically behind and also naturally this is more tense, and with the elections coming in, there's going to be trade-off for some of the senators if they're perceived as being anti-Duterte, and the margins are very thin. You know that you have run Senate races para makapasok sa last four or last five. Sometimes it's a margin of few 100,000, if not at most few million, right? So in that sense, I obviously, yes, you're absolutely right. In theory, gusto matapos na yan para we can move on. But at the same time, you have the special circumstance of this is Duterte's. They will not go gently in the night. And then it's elections. Takot yung ibang senador talaga. Like, what is the feasible, reasonable way whereby could they do the procedural discussions at least confidentially? Although I doubt the Amy Marcos and the Robin Hood types will keep it confidential, to be honest.
So, Dulo, hindi naman tin sinasabi na i-resolve nyo to before election. Kasi alam naman natin yung political reality ng risks para dun sa mga electionists at para dun sa may mga sinusuportahan ng mga kandidato dun sa whether national or local races na pwede mag-take ng toll ng kanilang boto. So pwede namang simulan and then magbotohan after elections kasi may 2 weeks pa after elections. Pwedeng doon yung reckoning point. In fact, kahit nga after nung 2 weeks na yon hanggang June 30, pwede pang magbotohan eh. So ang sinasabi natin ay hindi natin ina-expect na magdedesisyon sila ngayon bago mag-eleksyon. Ang inaasahan natin ay gagalaw na sila para ilatag yung proseso. And also, that will reinforce yung confidence ng mga tao, ng taong bayan, dun sa Senate as an institution that they're going to give the impeachment, the articles of impeachment, it's fair day in court.
Just before we focus yung sa eyebrows, sorry, we focus on
Grabe siya sa eyebrows. Grabe.
Sorry. Mine are natural. Nag-flex na. No, but
Nakakaasad ang kilay.
kaya nga naglagay ako ng Ken Clark-ish para matakpan yung ating natural eyebrow. No, but Percy, going back to this, were you surprised that we got what 215? Kasi to be honest, kagabi hinintay ko yung mag-zoom na naman si Sara Duterte at iisa-isahin niya lahat ng mga boto laban sa kanya. And then sabi ko, wait, pag mga 200 ang bumoto laban sa kanya, ubus laway yan hanggang umaga pag mumuray niya. Congressman X! Congressman B!
Ikaw, inaanak kita sa kasal. How are you?
Exactly.
Diba, ganun?
Medyo, yung gaganan siya. Like, medyo 200. Were you surprised by the number? Actually, the number was so big. Well, of course, you could always say, bakit 200 lang, bakit hindi all the way? But the number was big enough, 218, was big enough for some people to say, wait, sino pala yung hindi bumoto? So, actually, nag-stand out yung mga hindi bumoto. Ngayon, sila yung kinukuyog ng mga vloggers eh.
Oo. Um, Honestly, I was really surprised when I saw the final number. Kahit nung pumirma ako eh. Nung pumirma ako, I was at number 141. So nagulat na ako na sabi ko, oh, sobra-sobra na to doon sa target natin na 103. Tapos na doble pa natin yung target. Kaya tama ka. Ngayon, ang tinitingnan ng mga tao, yung ilan na hindi bumoto kasi overwhelming majority endorsed the impeachment complaint over and above the constitutional requirement of 103 votes. So, it's a good sign, it's a good start for the process. Ibig sabihin, buong-buo ang mandato para sa articles of impeachment. Kaya walang dahilan para i-delay yung proseso.
Speaking of process, I'll ask some procedural questions because Congressman Luis, among others, were designated to be prosecutors, etc. I just want the audience to have an idea about if ever usad ito, ano yung mga dynamics and mechanics. But before going there, just to put this into context, surveys are very clear that almost a majority in the latest survey are for impeachment of Sara Duterte. And this is very well spread across the country with the special pockets of, the Dutertismo in Mindanao or whatever. And that number is gonna go up. So it's not like, kasi ang attack Percy is, oh, etong 200 na to, purong bayaran, purong mga crocky, alligators, ganyan. Parang sa, whoa, wait. Actually, tumutugma ito sa public sentiments. In fact, I think public sentiments will eventually catch up with these numbers. I won't be surprised future numbers will say 50, 60, 70% of Filipinos ay bukas at least sa isang robust and fair and comprehensive trial, if not impeachment of Sara Duterte. Can you also expound on that aspect here? Because some people are trying to make it look as if the Congress is essentially too much out there and that this is internal conspiracy rather than reflection of their mandate and what the Filipino people want.
Actually, when they signed the impeachment complaint, ang reading ko, they were representing really their constituencies. No? At malinaw yon doon sa surveys at malinaw yon doon sa sentiments na nababasa natin mula sa iba't ibang movements from 2 weeks past. Tapos pangalawa, tingin ko tataas pa ito yung positive attitude ng ating mga kababayan sa impeachment kapag nagsimula yung trial. Kasi nakita natin yung prosesong ito nangyari noong ginawa ng House ang Quadcom at saka yung hearings ng Public Accountability and Good Governance. At pag nagsimula ang trial, naglabasa ng mga ebidensya, ikinuwento ulit kung ano yung nangyari, mas tataas pa yung approval ng ating mga kababayan dito sa pagpapatalsi kay VP Sara Duterte. So, I'm predicting a very solid majority for the impeachment among our kababayans once magsimula at mag-progress yung hearing sa Senado.
At kasama ba dun sa 1,287,861 na baka may mga ilan din dyan na medyo nagdadalawang isip. Parang hindi gumana yung peace rally. Parang if anything, dumoble pa. Kasi, di ba?
Naalala ko, sino nga sa Duterte siya nagsabi last night na parang because of what happened, parang nire-risk ng mga politicians sa magkaroon na mas malaki na ganong movement again. Pero kasi, ang pinapakita nun ay talaga very sectoral, very specific sa isang segment, yung support base na meron. As opposed to, yung medyo broad-based.
Tanong ko lang, wait lang. Si Atras Abante ay umatras or umabante? Kasama ba siya sa signature si Congressman Abante na umaatras?
Hindi ko na-check. Oo, sorry sir, hindi ko napansin.
Kasi, naalala ko biglang Abante ng Abante. Biglang nung Quadcom umatras na. Bakit niyo ako tinetroll? Ako ngayon tumulong kay Digong. Sabi, ayan na naman tayo itong mga congressman. So, kasi there were a couple of races which are quite close, I think. So, again, I'm trying to be fair. I think some of these congressmen have a reason to atras Abante. But that's why the 218 whatever is quite a huge number. That means a lot of congressmen feel very confident that there will be no backlash, whether from the certain religious groups or certain DDS chapter or whatever you want to call it. So in that sense, I feel this is quite a decisive number, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Pero alam mo, Richard, medyo risky pa din siya for a lot of those who signed. Hindi ko na lang papangalanan yung mga nakachika ko kahapon. May isa nagsabi sa akin na, Percy, siguraduhin mo naman na sa locality na to, yung mga akbayan, boboto o susuportahan at ikakampanya ako kasi grabe daw yung banat sa kanya. Both
Okay.
from the Duterte at yung religious group doon sa lugar nila. So sabi niya gano'n, I really need your help. Pero itong rep na ito, pumirma siya. Pero
Interesting.
aware siya doon sa political risk. So tingin ko sa dulo, hindi naman lahat yan ay walang risk sa kanilang political races. Pero yun nga, baka calculated yung risk. Kaya pumirma sila.
Yeah, what actually, I agree with you. Actually, ang point namin is we were expecting, siguro kaya yung one-third dahil yun yung mga sure. Pero the fact na more than one-third, almost two-thirds ang bumoto, parang surprising nga ako because for sure dun sa two-thirds na yun, may mga medyo alanganin, medyo nagsiswing state
Oo,
effect.
marami.
Exactly. Is there a plan for you, Congressman, to have solidarity with each other and protect each other from all of this, itong mga walang hiyang bayaran na trolls sa mga others? And not
Actually,
even worse, yeah.
ano nga lang, before ako nag-log in sa Zoom, ka-chat ko lang yung party leaders in that particular area ng Akbayan. So, sabi ko sa kanila, si Congressman X nagsabi sa akin na kailangan ng tulong kasi grabe yung backlash dahil sumuporta siya sa atin. So, mukhang kinakailangan mag-consolidate din yung mga sections of the movement, of the population who's supportive of holding VP Sara accountable na medyo tulungan din naman yung mga nag-risk nung kanilang political career sa pagpirma. The same way na sinuportahan natin yung mga private citizen complainants who were brave enough to step up, stand up to file the impeachment complaint. So suportahan din natin itong mga pumirma na nasa mga delikadong races in their localities.
Right, right. Let's just call it the swing states, no? I mean, absolutely. And I think this will be quite interesting because yun talagang weapon ng mga Dutertes, di ba? If they're not in power, they'll make sure they'll deny you power, right? Or they'll try to make sure you get punished either online or offline or in the ballot, among other things. So yung fear factor na yan, pag ma-demolish yan, tapos na sila. Because that's their biggest weapon, really. It's not like competence or intellect, to be honest. But that's a fear factor. May nagsabi na bumoto daw si Abante. At abot pa daw ng 250 pero sabi niya, oh, tama na yan, tama na yan, tama na yan. Tama na yan. Wait lang, may patama yan. Patama ba yan ni Mr. Eyebrows? Ay, sorry, ni Cheese na sabi niya, e-signature daw yung iba. Like, ano yung e-signature? What's, is he questioning the veracity of the votes and all? I mean, that was like weird.
Oo. Para sige. Papalampasin ko na lang yung comment. Hindi ako magko-comment on
Palampasin
that.
natin ang comment pero hindi natin
Ah,
papalampasin yung kanyang eyebrows. Per se ang rinig ko, kailangan ng maintenance yan. Kasi ako, alam ko naman, natural. Pero yung mga naglalagay ng tattoo.
alam
Every
mo ako
time.
nagsabi nun kanina before the start of session, mapapahamak ako nito ngayon. Okay, go.
I'm not talking about any specific person. I'm just saying, hindi ba sa pagkaalam natin? Sorry, hindi ko alam yan. Tanong ko si
Di kasi
Ma'am.
ang partner ko kasi ay naka-microblade din ang kanyang eyebrows. Tapos may maintenance siya every 6 months na para ma-maintain yung
Correct.
shade. Kasi otherwise, mag-fade din naman siya.
Magpa-fade yan, yung mga micro
So,
interventions.
kaya ko siya alam kasi someone very close to me, someone I love dearly, ay nakaganyan.
Parang
May
alam ko na
kanya-kanya tayong pangailangan.
parang si Sir Ronald yan. May kilala ako na ganyan. Parang hindi kay Ronald yung pangalan. Hindi naman. Percy. Natural beauty yung sa'yo, of course. Oo.
With yellow lighting, very important.
At Tiffany background. Very,
Yeah.
very good. Parang kasi ang daming trolls na ngayon sa TikTok eh. So I'm just trying to keep them on the edge kung ano pang punches are coming in. Now, on a serious note, Kabersi, what is the procedure here? So, the senators, sabihin natin, uusad ito, mamaya may tawag, may usap, biglang gigising siya, ano, okay, I'll do my micro, tattoo, siguro March, pero ngayon, let's say, tuloy itong procedures for the trial. There are going to be prosecutors also designated from the Congress. Is it going to be a joint prosecution? How is this going to work? Because Congressman Luistro, for instance, was one of those who was designated. Can you tell us the mechanics of this for those who don't understand how is this trial or procedural dynamics going to take place?
So kasama dun sa rules of impeachment hanggang dulo, no? So eventually kung fast track siya, yung ano nga, one-third kung doon naman dumaan sa committee, sufficiency informant substance, tapos babalik uli ng plenary, magbabotahan uli doon, and then kapag sinabi ng Kongreso na yes, go tayo sa impeachment, impeachment, kinakailangan mag-designate na ng prosecutors. So yesterday, being the last day of session, kasi may iba na nagsasabi, ano ba yan? Minamadali. Naglagay agad ng prosecutors. Abay, dapat lang. Kasi last day of session. At in case na magkaroon ng special session, ready na yung prosecutors mo. So yung ginawang action na yun ng House leadership na magkaroon na. At kasi we have to remember, the prosecutors panel from the House is elected by the plenary. So kinakailangan silang inominate at aprubahan ng plenaryo. So, kaya ginawa siya kahapon para dalawang bagay, makapaghanda in the event na